and everything. Yeah. Good morning, ladies. It's a Monday musings, and it hasn't been around for a long time, but I've just been beavering away at my new project, and I haven't had time to stand in my bathroom and go over things. And I thought today that I'm going to take you through. I'm going to show you actually now. I'll do a little tour whilst we're here. So I know all of you talk about my bathroom, but I want to just show you all my. I'll put the light on for a second. All of my way I do my products there, because you always want to see it. And I've got more here that I'm looking at as well. And these are a mixture of things. And the things we're going to discuss today. That's what we're going to discuss today. There we go. All right, so setting us up in the bathroom now. Oh, yes. Okay. So I found some exciting new things, and they're a mixture of high and low, as is all of my Monday musings. But I'm going to start off with a new cleanser, because we did, and I'm going to show you, because I've just got on I've got on a few of the products now that I'm going to talk about. And I'm going to take them all off again, and I've got to get out of here by 1:15. So when it gets to be 1:10, will you tell me, ladies, because I might not know. Frances Prenner Jones. Now there she is, this lady. She is a woman who does people's facials and a little bit of Botox and other things, and she does rather natural looking, lovely women. And whenever I see a woman who looks fantastic and lovely and natural and her skin is glowing, you know, people talk about Frances Prenner Jones. I've never been to see her myself, but I was in Selfridges at the weekend, and I saw her very beautifully set out range of about 6 products, and I thought I want to try some stuff. So I've been using all weekend this one called Clean and Prepare. There we go. And it's not a balm, because this is just going on my cleansers of last week, but as I found a new one, it's sort of like a what's it like? It is like a balm. And the thing I love about this product, you know how I'm drawn by smells, but it smells of lemons. And I've never had a cleanser that smells of lemons. And lemon is a wonderful property to put in anything, because it's very antibacterial. But it's got also in it shea butter, which probably Eve Lom's cleanser has shea butter in, but it's more, I don't want to say sticky than Eve Lom's, but the Eve Lom one is you really feel it's just shea butter with a few added things, and this has a lot more in it. And what it also has in it is a couple of enzymes. So the enzymes are kind of resurfacing your skin a bit. I think what the most amazing thing about this cleanser is how it deals with the pH levels of your skin. So whereas other cleansers that I might use in harsh London water, when I clean them off at the end with my harsh London water, I feel my skin is dry and tight. And with this one, I don't. So I put it on, done a little bit of massaging in, and I always take off a cleanser like this with a hot cloth. I don't do it with water because I feel I won't get it all off. So I'm doing that.
Trinny, sorry, what's the difference between a balm and an ordinary cleanser?
Well, okay. Let's say we talk about cleansers. We talk about them in 3 ways. You've got your traditional cleanser, which is the ones our mother used to use with kind of, you know, like a milky cleanser. And then you have a cleanser which is with water, and it could be something that foams up, which I think always leaves the skin dry. So my skin now is not feeling dry, it's feeling very balanced. But you'll notice under here I'm a bit yellow. That's because I had last week acupuncture on my face, and they bruised under my eye. So I'm going to go straight on now to how I'm going to deal with that, because it looks like I'm a terrible smoker, but I had these horrible bruises, and they've gone a bit yellow now. And I had 400 needles in my face doing acupuncture, which I do for my back, and I asked them to put it in my face, and I went and bruised. But that's fine. So I'm going to put on a quick little serum. And the serum I'm going to use today, which I love this serum actually, is Kahini Brightening Serum. So I'm just going to put that on, only to then show you my next 2 products. 1 second. So going on about cleansers, I did one last week, and I did balms, and I did ones you can use with water. But my favourite cleanser is one that I can mush into my skin that isn't a milky cleanser, and that I'm going to use water to take it off, but I'm going to use water with a flannel. That to me is the best cleanser for my skin. My second favourite thing that I've been using all week is something someone gave me as a present. I was feeling a bit blah, and this lovely woman called Laura said, you know, I know you're very stressed right now by everything going on in work, and she gave me this. And I looked at it and I thought, oh my God, La Prairie packaging. And on the top is an eye cream. I'm going to put on now. I have no idea what's in it, but since I had my little under eyes looking horrible, it just moisturizes under my eye. I pat a little bit in. It's got that La Prairie smell. It's the most luxurious product, very nice mirror. And then at the bottom, there's a little thing for lips. Oh, yes, there we are. Okay, so this La Prairie, if you were missing out, eye is there and lip is there. It's the most dinky thing. It's divine. The products feel gorgeous on the skin. So, 70 what pounds, Chloe?
Yeah, around 70.
70 pounds. Okay, an incredible concealer I have discovered. So look how shitty my eyes look. Shitty, shitty, shitty. I'm sorry, I have to. It's called, I won't have found it in a Femis, Glow Minerals. I've never, ever, ever heard of this brand before, ever. I don't usually use mineral-based products, but it is such a good concealer. There we go. There we go. There we go. Oh, yes, look at that. Really good. And it comes in about 6 colours. I got it in a pharmacy in Wigmore Street. And it just gets rid of dark circles. It blends really well. Now, I hope I'm getting in close enough so you can see. So any of you having a lot of Christmas parties at the moment, you want a cleanser, you want a concealer that does everything, this is fabulous. So I'm loving that concealer, and I'm going to tell you which colour I got it in, which is beige. I don't know, I think you can, Chloe, can we find it online?
Yeah.
We can find it online. Okay, and yes, I don't know which country it's from. It's got a little umlaut. Is it German? Do you know, Chloe? No, she doesn't know yet. She doesn't know yet. Okay, all right, so I'm now going to go on to a lot of noise outside. I'm sorry for that. Embryolisse. Now, I did talk to you. Let me do it so it goes in focus. Embryolisse. There we go. This is my go-to moisturiser and SPF 20 and a little bit of tint in it. And I'm using, I think there's only one colour. I did this in the Boots. I did this in the Boots video a few weeks ago, but I've got to tell you I'm using it every day, and it gives such good cover, and it's giving hydration, and it's with Embryolisse, which is one of my favourite go-to daily moisturisers. You can buy it in Boots or drugstores. It's not a hugely expensive product, and I'm loving it. It doesn't have too much of a shiny finish, just covers enough for me. I don't want to have a foundation look during the day. I just want to have a glowy skin, and it really gives you a glowy skin. There, okay. Oh, there we are. All done, all done. I feel like normal again. I still got a tiny under eye bruise there. Oh, never do acupuncture again on my eye. Okay, there we go. Covers it up. Covered up, covered up, covered up. Now, lots of you talked about my my lipstick on Instagram a few days ago, and I'm actually going to get it again. Could somebody get my handbag, darling, from downstairs? Because it's got in it, there's with a little stripy bag inside. Whilst we're getting my handbag for this fantastic lip product I want to show you, I've got, I don't know about you, dry cuticles. I've got pig's trotter's feet, and a lot of you have asked me about hands and feet products. So what I've been doing the last few days, whilst I get those horrible dry things, is I've been using this really lovely product. It's Rose Otto there, and they have a rollerball. It's a company which is called I haven't got my glasses on. Hold on, I have got my glasses. It's actually a friend of mine started this, and I have 320 megahertz. He's obsessed with Rose Otto. He's called Paul, and he started this brand because he likes Rose Otto and he likes the moringa tree, and the moringa tree produces this oil that he's obsessed by and thinks it's got incredible properties. So he made Thank you. He made a day cream, a day oil, a night oil, and a hand and nail one. So I put this on the rollerball like that, okay, on my hands and nails. I put it on my toes too, and rub it in at night. And, you know, I have okay hands, all right, for my age. But many women do worry about their hands, and they say to me, what's a good hand cream? And I was going to do a hand cream product, and then I thought, actually, I use hand cream occasionally in the car or during the day, but what I generally do more than anything is whatever I'm putting on my face at night, I put on my hands and I finish it off. And that, to me, is a far more intense thing to do for my hands than actually just having a hand cream. So I like the oil for my cuticles. I think it works really well. And I like to put on, if I'm using an exfoliating mask on my face, I'll put a tiny bit on my hand. And I just continue to do that. And the reason I think that system works for me is years ago I went into Harrods and there was a woman there, and she was trying to sell me a cream. She was from one of those expensive ranges. And I looked at her hands, and one was amazing and one was looking quite old. And she said, you know what, I always tested the night cream on this hand, and that's why it's had so much product, which is meant to be for the face on the hand, and that's why it's such a difference. So I remembered that. This is like 20 years ago in Harrods, and ever since then that's what I do. So my hands have been through hell. I've really put them in the sun, but I do tend to nurture them now, post my sun damage, for the last 20 years of really doing that. So that's my trick. Okay, my next little thing I want to discuss, I'm not going to put it on, is an unbelievable mask. I mean, amazing mask. Now, it's called, weird, Voicemail Mask by Niod. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's one of those companies from the Abnormal Beauty Company. And the Abnormal Beauty Company makes the Ordinaries, which are all those serums that I've been testing a bit. They have very good vitamin C serum, they have a retinol, and they're not expensive. They're sort of £6 to £10. And Niod is a little bit more. How much is the mask, Chloe?
So it's £30.
£30. I've been putting this on at night, every other night for the last 2 weeks. And two things happen. I put it on, the smell first of all, it looks like what does it look like to me? It looks like, I've just got to show you how gunky it is. That's what it is. It looks like a pureed dark apricot, okay? And it smells very, very medicinal. It smells all of sort of plant extracts and a lot of herbs. Oregano, that's what I can smell in this, oregano. But whatever it is, and I cannot tell you how good it is. I put it on at night, and I wake up in the morning, and my skin looks great. And it works on very tired, stressed out skin, and there's some ingredients in it which just seem to work magic. And I say that rarely about an overnight mask, and I do believe this is fabulous. So I'm going to say something to put on your Christmas list. All right, hair. You've all been asking about my hair and how I do it, and I had it done this morning because I'm going off I'm going to do telly tomorrow, and I've got a long week. But I do a lot of different things on my hair, but there's 3 or 4 things I love, and I'm going to take you through them. Dry shampoo. I have used Batiste, I've used tons of ranges, but there's 2 that I really rate. So the first one, actually, I'm going to tell you about, Sacha Juan. And this is not, per se, a dry shampoo. It's called a dark volume powder. But what it does is, when you spray it in, it gives a little bit of texture to your hair. It absorbs some of the grease, and it sort of gives it body. And I think the one thing about dirty hair is it feels flat. So we don't always need to put something back like Batiste in it, which just dries out the grease. We need to put something in it that gives it back the volume. So I love this. And I equally love Orbe. Now, Orbe is a killer price. It's sold in Space NK. I love every single one of their hair products. I buy them erratically. But I discovered their dry shampoo, and their dry shampoo has oils in it. It's the first dry shampoo that I've discovered where you would spray it on, and it just gives your hair. So for women who have dry ends and a slightly, 3 or 4 days in, greasy hair, this is amazing. It's a huge spray too, so it would last you a year. But it just, I'm not going to spray it on that because I've just done my hair. I'll just spray it on. it doesn't dry it out. And the smell is beautiful. And it gives it texture. Does everything you want it to do. Okay. Something I've been using, I'm going so erratic here, but something I've been using on my hair, for those of you who have split ends and really dry ends, and this is going with my dry cuticle things, I think it's that total transit. Oh my God. Are we there? Yes. Sorry. It's that transition to winter when the radiators are coming on and we're just drying out everything. So this Wonder Balm, there we are, is that lovely couple, and they are Percy and Reid. They're sold in M&S actually, but I take a little bit of this product here, and it sort of feels like a wax, but not a wax. It's got something in it, but the whole thing is to take a tiny amount, like literally that much, and just take individual bits that feel very dry and just put them on the very dry bits of your hair. And I do this when I've done days of telly and I feel my hair's really dry and I've had a curling tong or two, and I just put it in the ends and it brings back moisture onto my hair. And also it sort of has got a little bit of hold in it, because if I do this now and I've got the product really small amount, that's the killer about these kind of hair products. Don't put too much. I get back some texture and it doesn't feel dry, and I hate my hair feeling dry. Okay. What else have I got?
Is
Yes.
one better than Batiste, you think?
Very, very different. Okay, I've got Batiste here. So if let me just get my Batiste. Do I have one here? No, I don't. Oh wait, do I have it on there? No. Okay, Batiste is much less expensive. It's got a smell which is a Batiste smell. You know it. I mean, I can go up to friends and smell them and know they're using Batiste. And I feel sometimes, even though they have one now for brunettes and for blondes, it leaves a grayness to my hair. Whereas this dark volume powder is not going to absorb as much of the grease. It's going to give a better texture to your hair. I think Batiste makes it a sort of thick clump sometimes, and this somehow just gives it, I mean, I can even just put some on now. It gives it a nice individual movement as well as absorbing the grease. So I would prefer this so much more than Batiste. I have to state that. It's worth the money. Worth the money. Now that's it really. I was going to just put on my makeup now of what I'm using today. I'm just about to go to a meeting, and I'm going to do a little bit of, you all asked me about my makeup the other day, and I was using, I think, a bit of Tilbury on my eyes. So this is my really quick makeup. I'm just showing you. I go underneath here with a little bit of a thick eyeliner from Tilbury. I'm using a Bronze Goddess. I then go, you're really with me now. I've just redone my bathroom, so it's all looking smarter. Let me just go to my eyeshadows. I'm going to use a little bit of that Rose Lady at M&S with my brush from, I'm going to do a little bit of burgundy today. Tiny bit like that. There. I'm going to blend it in. I'm blending in very quickly because I'm just going off. There, just to give us a bit of something. I'll blend it in underneath as well, because I don't like eyeliner pencils to be really, oh, it's going to move down, sorry. There, I like to blend on. I never like an eyeliner pencil to be hard under my eye, so I always smudge it in. Okay, and then...
Trinny, they love your hair.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's a bit of a mess moment today, but I thank you. But get all those products. Then Talika Eyelash Conditioning Gel, which is my go-to. I've got my lashes in at the moment, but I use it to make my brows stronger and to wake up my eyelashes without having a big mascara moment. Like that. Okay, and my colour lips that all those ladies on Instagram said, what is that? And I thought it was Cha-Cha lip and cheek tint, but I used it with Guava. So I'm going to show you how I used it if I got the lip and cheek tint here. No, so... Oh my God.
Percy says that it's a colour for you, your eye spot.
Thank you very much, because I'm so disorganised today. It's because I'm... Okay. Guava. Let me speak slowly and calmly. Tata Harper, which is an organic range. and it's this kind of pinky yet nudie colour. I don't know if it's a lip and cheek, but I use it as a lip and cheek. There we go, tiny bit on the cheeks and tiny bit on the cheeks. Okay. It was very short, it was very muddled. What I'd like to do, ladies, is I've got some secret sevens I'm going to do in the next few days, and I'm thinking of doing exfoliators, and I'm thinking of doing, what's on my secret sevens? Exfoliators, tinted moisturisers, foundations, and face balms. Which one do you want next? Leave your answers below, and that's the one I'll do, and see you soon. Bye.